All right, here at our first stop, my first Harvest Host stop, Enchanted Vineyards, and just did a little wine tasting. Normally when you go to one of these places, they, not all the wines are good, but man, I tried 5 wines and they were amazing. So anyhow, come on. Huge RV parking, easy to back into, 4 spots, plenty of room for slide outs. This huge field is their overflow parking. Apparently they have some pretty big events here. But they told me I could run the dogs, so let's wear these guys out. We're gonna go back in on the patio, have a little wine and a charcuterie board. They're open till 8 o'clock. And hopefully it cools down some, because most Harvest Host spots don't have any hookups. Some might offer electric, these guys don't, but that's all right. So anyhow, might be a little bit of a warm night, but I think for the price, we're gonna do a second stop tomorrow in Texas. And yeah, I think it'll be good. And there's their vineyards. Apparently they had a bad fertilizer episode and it killed a bunch of their stuff off. So they said the fertilizer company is working with them to fix it and make it right. But anyhow, Max, no grass, you're on video. Be good. All right. Anyway, talk to you later. Hey, and I meant to add, one of the biggest reasons I decided to join Harvest Hosts was, as a small business owner, we all rely on people frequenting our businesses, and those that appreciate small business as opposed to ordering everything on Amazon or whatever. And like I said before, these guys have excellent wines, so I'm definitely going to be buying some of this stuff. But anyway, shop small, shop local, especially when you're traveling around, and then spread the word if you find a place like this that is deserving of it. So anyhow, time to go drink wine and eat a charcuterie board. All right, we're at our second stop, another 6 hours down into Texas now, at the Skies Over Texas winery. It's another pretty sweet looking place. They've got some area for the dogs, although she warned me about burrs, so I guess we'll see. And other than that, we're all set up. Got to get a tire changed because something's weird's going on with an axle on this thing. And we'll go from there. So anyhow, not going to sweat it tonight. But I'll keep you posted how this is. See ya. So, in the 790 some miles that I've driven from Gunnison down here to this little spot in Texas, I've had some weird tire wear on the passenger side of this trailer, and there's a little bit on the driver's side too. And I noticed that when I bought this thing, we bought it in September of 22, and it had some weird tire wear on it. But I had tires replaced, and then they were wearing a little bit, but I didn't really think a whole lot about it. And I put 2 brand new tires on this thing in Gunnison, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago. And so they'd never been driven on. And in the last 790 some miles, like I said, that I've driven, I'm gonna show you what these things look like. Beautiful morning, if I didn't have to change tires. So this is the passenger side of the camper. And this is the front tire. And I've got it off the ground now. I wanted to make sure the bearings weren't dragging or anything, and actually it's moving fine. But this tire is completely bald now. This is the second brand new tire that I put on. This is the tread depth that it was originally. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's totally bald on this side. So anyhow, I've got the spare down, and it's brand new. I'm going to replace this tire with the spare, and then I'm going to put this tire, I'm going to swap it with the other side. Since it's wearing on the inside here, that'll put that on the outside. And I've only got about 350 miles to go. So hopefully that'll get me there. And then I'm going to get a hold of the dealership, and I'll get everything out of this thing and take it in and drop it off, and they can just keep it when I'm up in back up in Denver, hanging out. So anyhow, I don't have any way to video changing these tires, but I mean, obviously it's just a tire change. I use the jacks to lift this side up just because I don't want to dig my floor jack out. You're not really supposed to do that, but you know, for this short amount of time, I'm not going to sweat it. And I'm just going to get this done so I can get on the road. So anyhow, may be a while, but once I figure out what's going on with these, I'll do another little video so you guys can see. So anyhow, I'm going to go change tires. All right, tire change done. Didn't take long. Like I said, I picked the back end up at the jack, which I'm not really supposed to do, but it was quick. And then I've got a big 24 volt electric ratchet gun that I could zip the lug nuts on and off with. So there's the new tire. That's what they're supposed to look like. And keep our fingers crossed for the next 300 and however many miles. So anyway, see ya. Well, I'm back down at our place in Texas, outside of Palacios, between Port Lavaca and Palacios, and made it the extra 300 plus miles without incident. So I'll show you what the tires look like now, and got an appointment scheduled. We're hosting a fly fishing trip to Cuba the first week in November, so when we get back, I'm going to take this thing up to Victoria, Texas, drop it off at a Keystone dealer, and let them look at the axles. So anyhow, let's take a look. Here's the view from our property, Karankawa Bay. I think I'm pronouncing that right. As you can see, that's the spare tire that I put on. I mean, it seemed to wear fine. And this one, it's got a little more wear on it, showing a little bit of steel now. I left it on there. I was going to switch it with the other side, but I didn't have a jack stand because I needed to get both tires off at the same time. So I took it easy and chanced it, and we made it. So anyhow, hopefully they'll be able to figure out what's going on, and we'll get it fixed up. So anyhow, another beautiful day here. Neighbors mowed his yard and kicked some trash up. Get that. And we'll update you. It'll be a little later in November. Hopefully we'll figure something out and let you know. So, cheers.